Okay, let's continue to the third part.
Now, if you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Okay, Tyler tries to remember it by himself.
Hey, Tyler, I've been looking all over the place for you. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, let's get you off your feet, okay? Come on.
Oh man.
Listen, if you want to be alone, I'll go. But if there's anything you need to get off your chest, I won't snitch.
You saw Allison? How is she?
Yeah, I went back to check on her this morning. She was in a pretty bad way. Whatever went on between you two, it wrecked her.
Look, I don't want to drag you into this.
Well, I'm already in it, and you look like hell, so...
I just got a lot on my mind.
Well, I know one thing that's good for that. As a wise man once said, fishing is the cure to the wounds of the heart.
Was that wise man you?
Hey, like I said, I gotta write my own legacy. So, you in?
Michael is cool.
I don't know.
Come on, we're burning daylight. Let's go.
Where are we gonna go?
Why go anywhere when we have a perfectly frozen lake right here?
Ice fishing in November?
Yeah, it got cold way fast this year. Climate change. That shit's gonna kill us. But hey, fish first. You can walk behind me if you're afraid, though.
You're actually serious?
I am a very serious man, Tyler. Let's go. We still have to get everything out of the car.
Okay. Well, Tyler definitely needs some
Stage is set. It's showtime. Whenever you're ready.
You sure
way
you
to
don't wanna
distract
go?
himself.
Look, no way I'm gonna rob you of your first catch in your own backyard.
All right.
Okay.
Got everything you need, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, I'm so gonna miss this.
Miss what?
Just hanging out and fishing and... You know, I'm not gonna have a lot of time after we move to Juneau with school and the JC and everything.
Right.
So did any of the people you came up with at Fireweed land in Juneau?
Oh, I'm not sure. Once they left, I never really kept in touch.
Really?
Everyone moves on, I guess.
People came and went a lot. And besides, everyone moves on eventually, right?
Not everyone. Not people who get so close they're like family.
I already have a family.
Well, there's a reason we think of families as trees. They keep on sprouting new branches and...
Oh, hey, I think I've got a bite.
You got this. Reel them in.
Reel the line in before the fish gets away. Okay. Now let's see if I can actually do that.
Come on, pull up on the rod.
Okay.
Now give it a nice pull.
Okay.
I got it.
Wow, that's a big fish.
Slippery little. Got it.
Bravo.
Okay.
First of many.
Pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Thanks, Sensei.
Oh, hey, did you want to make solid plans to hit the buzzard hole? The river might ice over soon, so we shouldn't wait too long.
Mm, not now. I mean, there's a lot other stuff going on, so
Not now. With the way things are, I'd rather not make any promises.
No problem. I can be flexible, so just let me know if that changes.
You got anything good in there?
Maybe, but who says I'm willing to share?
hmm.
Okay, fine, be that way. Hey, so the other day you were talking about your chosen family. How did you find them?
Well, high school can be kind of rough when you gotta hide who you are every second of the day. I got to a pretty dark place.
I can relate to that.
One morning, my uncle woke me up and told me to get into his car. I figured we're going fishing or something, but then we ended up outside the Juneau Coalition for Equality.
Your uncle brought you to the JCE.
Yep. He didn't know how to help, so he found someone who did.
That sounds amazing.
Wow.
You know, even if you don't move to Juneau, my offer still stands. The JCE holds a monthly meeting. You meet a lot of good people there.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I'm not sure where I'm going, but yeah, if I'm around for the next one, I'll give you a call.
No pressure. Just letting you know the door's open.
His uncle's actually
All right,
amazing.
here we go. You got anything good in there?
Maybe.
Eh. Okay. Let's try to catch this one. Okay.
Careful.
Oopsie.
That one's a goner.
Oh, come on. These fish are really putting up a fight.
Okay.
Hey, now you know better than to
I suck.
underestimate them.
Oh, I won't.
I suck.
So, about last night. I don't know what Allison said, but from my side, well, I thought we were on the same page. But it turns out we weren't.
Hey, so don't tell her I told you, but last week your sister was almost unbearable. She was jumping up and down with excitement at you coming back.
Really?
You better believe it. Look, the last time you saw each other, you were kids. Just because things have changed doesn't mean you can't work it out.
I know. It's probably my fault. I really pushed her last night. I just don't get why she always has to run away from everything.
You blame her?
Avoiding the problem doesn't make it go away. She's so fixated on selling the house. It's like she's trying to bury the past. All of it. Even the good parts.
Look, I'm not picking sides here. Okay, but she's been murder house girl ever since it happened. Now she's got a chance to put it behind her and start fresh. Shit, I'd be pretty eager too.
Yeah, let's go with this one.
I guess I didn't really think about that. I've been so focused on my own shit. It's been hard, you know? Figuring out how to live out here.
You mean outside of fireweed?
Yeah. When I first got there, all I could think about was getting out. It felt like a cage. But after a while, it started to feel more like a shell. I figured out who I was in there. But now I've got to work out how to be that person out here.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, none of us really know what we're doing. Like, shit may look bleak now, but your sister's never gonna give up on you. And you can lean on me too if you want. Just be careful, okay? Got a bad left shoulder.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for listening.
Don't mention it.
So do you always drive around with an auger in your car?
It's not how it looks, okay, I swear. I was already planning on going ice fishing with the family this weekend. I made a mistake of forgetting the auger one, so we had nothing on hand but an ice chisel. That'll scar a man for life.
Fair enough. Don't you say
Okay.
anything. I can't...
Okay. This time I will try to do better. Yeah, the last time I just kinda... Okay, yeah.
Come here.
I'm actually not sure what happened the
Okay.
previous time. Well, I
Okay.
just had my finger
How
stuck on
about them
S.
apples?
Oh, nice job. I got nothing. That was clean.
I'm a little disappointed. Hey, can I ask you something that's pretty personal?
Sure. Take off the gloves.
You've been with people, right? Romantically?
Yeah. A few. Have you?
No, not really.
That's kind of surprising.
Hmm. Never really thought about it, I guess.
I never really thought about it. It just wasn't a priority, I guess.
I get it. You've had a lot on your plate.
Yeah, definitely.
You want my take on it?
Sure.
Heartbreak sucks. Look, I stopped listening to the entire indie folk genre just because I was dumped at a show once. But I put myself back out there just like everyone who's ever gotten their heart stomped on. Because when you meet someone who really sees you, you don't have to pretend anymore.
Okay, so it's like it's not completely closed as an option. Hard to argue with that.
Hard to argue with that. But it's pretty risky, right?
I mean, yeah, but you only get so much time. So when I see a chance, I take it, even if he might shoot me down.
I mean, they might be a good pair, but I think like right now it's just not the right timing with everything that's going on. I mean, why there's no option like just wait a bit. I have stuff going on. Well, sorry, dude.
Yeah, that all sounds nice, but it's just not me.
A true lone wolf? I can respect that. Hey, you've been dangling that line an awful long time. Sure you didn't forget the bait? Here, watch a master at work.
Take it away.
Well, I'm not sure if they will talk about it later, but like,
Hey, you're missing the show.
I just think that right now it's not the time for that. Even though Michael is cool, just saying. I've said it a couple of times already. We all need a friend like him. Damn, you can actually feel the
Whoa,
sparkles.
Careful now. You look like you might be enjoying yourself.
It's an act. But seriously, thanks, man. This is exactly what I needed.
Almost. It's just missing one tiny thing.
Minship, you read my mind. You know Allyson refuses to eat anything cold in the winter?
It's their loss. From now on, you've got someone to call if you want to fish or slam a pint of Ben and Jerry's in the snow.
A pint? Small fry.
Allyson. Oh god. I hope she's okay. Okay, she seems bored. And heavy thinking.
We should try to do this again while I'm still in town.
For sure. You have my number now. Hey, Allie. I think I'll just show myself out.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't be. I'll see you two later.
They actually get along very well. Okay. Okay.
interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. We were done anyway.
Catch anything?
Mostly ice, but yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry for freaking out yesterday. All of this, it's just been really hard on me.
Don't apologize. I was being an asshole. We should have never pushed you that hard.
Come here. God, why did I miss you so much? It's only been a day.
I've been told I have that effect on people.
You dum-dum. Okay, so I need to show you something.
What? You're kind of weirding me out.
Can we sit down for a sec?
So, what is it?
I was just at Sam's. He's not our father.
How do you know?
I asked him, point blank.
I'm not surprised. Burning down the barn didn't really seem like a Sam move.
Yeah, I guess it was silly to suspect him in the first place. He'd never hurt Mary Ann's kids. There's something else. Look at this. This was taken in 1992 when Mary Ann first moved to Delos Crossing. See that ladder? Sam told me the barn has a loft. He helped her build it. Apparently she never told anyone about it.
And it's still there?
As far as he knows, yeah. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
We've come this far. And a hidden loft? That's got
Okay.
secret shit written all over it.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Well, now all we need to do is find a way to climb there. Well, it seems that the fire actually didn't damage it that
Ugh,
much.
What a mess. That's not gonna help us get this house sold.
Yeah, we got our deadbeat dad to thank for that.
So obviously the ladder's gone, but what about that handle? Is it still here somewhere? You want to take another look at the picture? It might help.
Wait. I mean, this is obviously a ladder. Wait, let's see. Okay, so this is like on the right side. Okay, what am I
I
looking
thought I saw something right over here, but guess my mind's just playing tricks on me. Just a regular old light switch. Nothing here.
Hmm?
The handle should be behind this.
Ah, there it is.
Oh wait.
It's opening up.
The secret keeper always did store all the best secrets in the clouds.
Yep. Come on, let's find a way to climb up there.
Well, that's way too high to jump. You want to give me a leg up?
I'm so not touching your nasty shoes. We'll find a ladder.
Well, I already see one. Okay, let's see what was her secret. Another one of her secrets. Okay. That looks pretty awesome.
Can you see anything?
Nope. Nada.
The what? This is awesome. What are you talking about?
Here, found a switch.
Holy shit.
Freaking
Well, that
man-eater.
shaved a few years off my life.
Why? Oh. Sorry, it's getting late here, but I will continue till the end.
Whoa.
It's
Her story.
Look, she left us something.
It's got a combination lock with letters.
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Knowing Mary Ann, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
Yeah. Let's start here.
Oh, damn. It seems it's gonna be a long one. No, I'm not leaving.
Recognize this?
Yeah. It's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
Okay. Here we go.
Well, here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Like, the differences between the two mean something.
Something about Mary Ann, right? Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why don't we try to find them all and then see if it makes any sense?
Okay, first of all, let's read, because it seems like it's gonna be important. Once upon a time, in a castle just beyond the ancient and deep forest, the Mad Hunter was punished by the Gold Lady for failing to return with the wise princess. For your failure, said the Gold Lady, I will take your left hand. You will return to the ancient and deep forest and hunt the wise princess, and if you can bring her back, I will return your hand to you. Fail again, and I will take your right hand. The Mad Hunter could hunt with just his right hand, but if he lost both his hands, he would never be able to hunt again, and would no longer be a Mad Hunter, but only a madman. So the Mad Hunter returned to the ancient and deep forest, searching with a piercing eye for the wise princess. The crafty goblins were out searching for mischief when they saw the Mad Hunter on the prowl. We cannot let him find the princess, said the goblins, and so they devised a plan. It was wash day, and the princess had hung her beautiful gown out to dry. They stole it from the line and stuffed it full of straw, and then returned to where the Mad Hunter was scoring the paths of the forest. As the Mad Hunter turned down a path that would have led him to the big wooden house, the goblins danced the straw princess in and out of view in the opposite direction. The ruse worked. The hunter fixed his piercing eye on them and followed. Through the day and into the night they led him away from the true princess. As night fell, the crafty goblins realized the error in the plan. The Mad Hunter was now hunting them. If he caught them, he would not be kind, so they put their heads together to come up with a plan. It did not take them long to realize where they should go. They led the Mad Hunter to the edge of the deep and icy lake, and then he came into view. They weighed the fake princess down with stones and dropped her into the frigid water, careful not to plunge into the depths themselves, lest the moon hag take her revenge on them. The Mad Hunter removed his clothing and dove in after the fake princess. He followed the shape of the singing princess deep into the chilly water, down below where ice covered the lake's surface. Finally, he caught her, but when he spun her toward him, he realized she had no head and that her body was stuffed with straw. And then he felt a slippery fin brush his shoulder as the moon hag loomed overhead. The next morning, the princess went to retrieve her gown from the clothing line and found that it was gone. She immediately suspected the goblins of mischief and called, "Goblins, did you take my gown?" The goblins emerged from their cave and nodded sadly. "Now what I will wear?" asked the princess, sad and angry that she had lost her only dress. "Let us explain," said the goblins. So they told the princess the story of the Mad Hunter, and then he produced his clothing, which was a bit large for the princess but much warmer than her beautiful gown. She immediately forgave them. "Thank you, my friends," she said, "for rescuing me and for this clothing, which will keep me much warmer in the winter than my beautiful gown." The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the moon hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted the day he would emerge, to once again hunt the Vice Princess and earn back his left hand. And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the Vice Princess from the Mad Hunter. Okay, so
spot the differences.
let's see.
It moves. Oh, some of these parts are buttons.
Okay. No, seems like nothing in here. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, yeah, that
The
is
princess
definitely
is
one.
running away from the Mad Hunter.
Who was sent by the Gold Lady, according to the story.
Do you think the Gold Lady could have been Marianne's mom? I mean, she always used to say she moved to the end of the world to get away from her family.
Huh. Yeah, you're right. She ran
Okay.
away. Just like the princess is here.
Okay, yeah. Wait, a tree. Wait. I guess this
Huh.
one?
No goblins.
Yeah. In the original, the goblins managed to save the princess from the Mad Hunter.
So we saved Marianne from something, but not in this version?
Once upon a time, there was a young princess who felt hopeless. Wait, okay, yeah, this is the same. Okay, I think this is the same. Wait.
The Mad Hunter still has two hands here.
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Which either makes it before most of the stories or after.
Yeah, at some point when she was running away from whatever the hell the Mad Hunter meant to Marianne.
Okay.
Did she add that flower? Is that like an innocence law? I'm really grasping at straws here.
Okay, I think this is...
It's just a random star. No special meaning.
Okay, what am I missing? Okay, maybe it meant this
It's not the
thing.
same title, so I guess that counts as a difference.
Okay, here we
That's
go.
it. Whoa.
What's in there?
I actually thought it was not the title, but the moon. And then I realized. Okay.
Pictures, letters. Have you ever seen any of these?
All the pictures of Marianne I've ever seen were the ones hanging on the walls.
I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Marianne.
And a
Whoa.
good one, too.
God, that's so not her.
Damn. Okay, so I guess we're going to realize a lot about her.
The Gold
Okay.
Lady. That was definitely her mom.
So, did Marianne grow up kinda rich?
Maybe. Would have been nice to have some of that. Oh, poor thing.
Why would she keep an old drawing of a pet in here?
My birdie Polly, I'll miss you forever.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her that young.
I think that's her mom in the background.
Hmm.
An artsy environmentalist. Yep, that sounds like Marianne's exact kind of catnip.
Okay, is this their father or environment over economy? Hmm.
Did you know she studied engineering?
No. But it looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
Okay, probably her family did not approve that. Original major engineering, new major visual art, yeah. Okay, now this is a letter probably I should read. Mary Ann, I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliché bullshit like, it's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with, and I've realized I'm just not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all of this on our own, without your mom constantly putting pressure on us, things could have been different. But the damage is done, and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You're an amazing person, and you made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'll both be better off apart. There I go with the cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here, but I'm gone. Brent.
Could this guy
Okay.
be any more cryptic?
Yeah, it's kind of not clear what the hell he's talking about, but damn.
Tyler, see that little light? I think we need to solve this one next. There's the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out this one with all the animals.
What about that drawing of Marianne's pet?
Yeah, I think this is
Didn't it
the
say-
one.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Marianne's life before Delos.
Okay,
don't they?
okay.
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure out which ones are real?
Yeah, okay.
The princess
Dancing?
dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun?
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures? I don't think she was having any fun.
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
I think that's the one. And okay. Maybe this one?
What's the gold lady doing?
Whispering something into someone's ear behind the princess's back?
Okay. No, not this one. Probably, maybe this one?
Nope.
Okay, so I think this is the one. And maybe I messed up here. Okay, maybe this one. Yeah,
Is that it?
It's opening.
got it. Oh, wait. I see some symbols. This might be important here. Okay. Okay, this is L and this is O. Okay, this is... Wait. L is red, right? So,
Do
examine.
you have any idea what the code might be?
No. So
Okay,
we
this
should
is-
probably see if Marianne hid anything before we go trying to guess.
Okay, so I think O was... Okay, yeah.
There are like a million possibilities. Probably quicker just to see if she left us a hint somewhere.
Okay, so... This is the one... Wait, what is that?
The Ice King goes in the forest, obviously.
Okay,
There you go, stalwart moose.
I wonder if I actually found everyone.
Gold
No,
lady stays locked up in her castle.
unfortunately I didn't. Yeah,
Back to
I'm
my
actually
paw,
having
big frog.
some...
We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back.
Okay, yeah. I will do another recording of this game, like without my commentary, so I will try to
Moon
actually
Hag's gotta be imprisoned in
find
her lake.
everyone.
The wise princess goes in the big wooden house, of course. Crafty goblins go here. That's the pious pelican spot.
Hmm. I'm actually missing couple. Okay, now let's read that.
What's in there this time?
Okay, I think this is their house, right?
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam.
Hmm.
Look at him. He's so young and happy.
Yeah.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
Okay.
Oh, so that's how she found the house.
Here's my Delos Crossing pal's number. Okay. I let them know you were interested in the house he's selling, Tammy. Wait, is this the same Tammy? Earning, okay, gross earnings, deductions. Okay, I mean, it seems like it's not a big amount for the US. Okay. Salmonberry Park, Kodiak Island, Eco Village Arts Workshops. Okay, what's that? Okay.
Salmonberry Park. Huh. Is that some kind of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Mary Ann when the whole town was turning on us?
Okay, from the good people of Salmonberry Park, Kodiak Island, June 1992. Don't be a stranger. Keep on looking for those answers to the questions in your head to which you're blind. Smiley face. We miss you already, Solon Bronwyn. Sorry we're losing you to modern civilization. We'll miss your positive attitude and your adventurous spirit. Also, your wild edible speaking skills, haha. Pretty Marcus. Bon voyage, Marianne. Rick. Marianne, you had the warmest, most beautiful aura, and I know you'll keep on shining wherever you land. Peace and blessings. Jarita. Thanks for being our little ray of sunshine. Godspeed, Cabot and Wati. I like your pictures. Love, Camilla. Oh wow, it seems like everyone actually loved her. Indeed. Okay, now this is...
Her father.
Okay, 96. Mary Ann, I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I will have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I am writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day. Friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone in the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Adi brought in a beautiful photo album full of our holiday pictures in La Conner. You're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are, that you and your child are both safe. Wait. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are and that you and your child are both safe. What child? I mean, it seems like it's before they were born. Okay, I will keep quiet about that for a moment. I need more info. Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All the suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock after dropping out of college and without a penny to your name. She only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly, Mary Ann. A mother's duty doesn't end when her children leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about cuddling children, it's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. Yeah, true. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. Dad. So
What
she
the
had
hell?
she had a
Mary Ann
child.
was pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us? Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah,
Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
So we don't know if we know that she was pregnant. We still don't know
This
if.
just lit up, so I think we're supposed to try this one next.
Okay. Well, let's see if she actually gave birth. Maybe they actually have a sibling.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
One day she took her tiara and ran away to the forest.
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver. This is the princess's house.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
Okay, so
That's the Gold Lady's castle. Some sort of clock?
okay, maybe.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
Some sort of clock?
Let's
This
see
is
if
the
it's like
princess's
that.
house. This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver.
Okay.
Yes.
E.
What's in
E.
there? Another letter?
Okay. A letter E, so it's Leo.
The princess's loss. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well, sure looks like it could be.
Lost treasure. Okay. The princess's loss. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods, and to that house with nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern of red welts on her skin. But through it all, she clutched the tiara close to her chest, fearing any misstep could cause it to fall from her arms and break. Okay, and by tiara, she actually means her child. The tiara had its own spot in the big wooden house, a pillow near the window, where sun would catch on its surface to shine and wink. The princess could stare for hours at the tiara, marveling in its beauty and running her thumb down its curves. Every morning she would wake and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface to be sure it shone as brightly as it possibly could. Then she would pluck it up, place it upon her head, and walk the woods, feeling somehow more complete. Because what, after all, was a princess without a crown? Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss, and go to bed. On her way, she would pause and glance back to be sure it was still there. She hated to be separated from it, but she knew it was safest on the pillow while she slept. Okay, I'm confused. Wait, next. Oh, we still have something. Okay. One night the princess woke to a raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling the windows in their panes. Fearing a gust might burst open the window and blow the tiara to the ground, she plucked it from its pillow and brought it to bed with her. All through the night she held the tiara close, and in the morning she woke to find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed, and the princess relaxed. That day was the same as any other, though she perhaps gave the tiara an even more throughout cleaning. Grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong, that night she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss, and went to bed, pausing on her way to be sure it was still there. Okay, I'm actually thinking that Tiara is her child. In the morning, she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room, the tiara lay upon the ground, broken, dull, and faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she had left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign that anything at all could have gone amiss, only the broken tiara. Mute upon the ground, she picked it up and held it in her arms with a guttural cry. But though she tried to fix and to polish it, it was gone, beyond repair and with no shine left. Okay, if this is actually her her first child. Okay, let's continue. The princess held the tiara through the day and through the next night, sitting in the same spot at the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose, she looked outside and her gaze fixed on a sapling. She remembered how the sapling had survived the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgiving earth. Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling, and as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara fell truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman alone in a deep ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title.
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
God, it makes sense now.
Yeah, she got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life. And then she made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
How
I
come
can't even
nobody
imagine how she must have
said a
felt.
word?
She left everything behind, built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helped her move on. But when it looked like we were gonna be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. But we still haven't seen what's in that chest.
Okay, so Leo, I guess it's a name.
Okay, so how do we open it?
Why don't we just break this open? There's a crowbar right downstairs.
What? No. You don't want to try and figure out what all this means?
I'm so done with her riddles.
Here it is.
Yes.
Here it is. God, her story is so sad. Okay, something.
Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
Okay, what's happening?
A baby blanket? Ollie. She noticed.
Dear Allyson and
I
Ollie,
was her son.
we write stories to understand and be understood. But what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Okay, I think I might know. She said she buried her tiara nearby by some flower stuff like that, so maybe we actually need to find that place.
Is that?
Leo Ronan.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes. Come on, let's go to the dock.
Dude.
It's time to finish this.
Dude, this is just...
Hey, now that we're done with the important stuff, maybe we can take a crack at these?
Okay, wait.
The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
Okay, I guess let's try to see everything, because why not? Okay. Oh, man. Okay, I read quite a lot, so sorry. I'm actually... Probably my voice will shake a bit, so I prefer not to read it out loud. Okay, old bear, Sam. Okay, when he found her nailing planks back into place. Okay, roof. The band support post. Old beaver. Okay, I think this is Carol. It'll be an easy fix, she said, and she said about writing the post with loud slaps of her tail. When she was done, the vice princess stroked the beaver's head. Thank you, beaver, she said. The wind blew the shingles off the roof and the planks off the walls and even bent this post. Now, thanks to you, I still have a home. Think nothing of it. Okay. So, wait. That winter, the very old beaver grew ill, very ill. Yeah, this is Carol. She was not able to fix her den, nor to gather food. When the princess found out, she set about delivering meals to the beaver. She brought stews of corn and beans and baskets full of bark and twigs from the beaver's favorite aspen. One day, the vice princess noticed that the beaver's den had begun to fall apart. She set about fixing it, and though she was not as talented as the very old beaver, the fix kept the creature warm and dry. Thank you, said the very old beaver. Of course, said the princess. You helped me when the storm blew my house near to the ground. Thanks to you, I still have a home, and I'm happy to do the same. The princess continued to nurse the old beaver until the day she came to the dam, and the forest was still. No birds sang, no branches rustled, no small things skittered within the underbrush. Oh, said the princess, staring sadly at the dam, for she knew the old beaver had passed on. Goodbye, my friend. And that is how the very old beaver saved the big wooden house, and how the wise princess repaid her kindness. Okay, so kind of confused. I think this is.
She slapped the post with her tail to right it. She repaired the water leak.
No.
Maybe not. She fixed the planks that were blown off the walls. She fixed. All right.
Yeah.
Damn. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Dear Mary Ann, you cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for this past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have two small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's almost been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. Oh man. Yeah, this is definitely emotional roller coaster. I mean, in general, I don't cry, and like even like one small tear for me, it's like crying a lot. But yeah, it definitely feels here. This is how you write a story. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I would be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you brought to my family. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you, Carol? Oh, damn. Okay, what else we have here?
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course, the goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Okay. Okay, this is the one. I think this is the one. Yeah, okay, let's read this. Okay, once again, I'm not going to read this, so you'll have to read it yourself. Sorry about that. Okay, so they probably this is based on them taking some food from the store. The goblins carved the crabs. Okay, so basically they ate a lot. Okay, here we go. What happened to my food? Okay. Goblins, said the pious pelican. I will share my food with you, but you must, in return, follow my example and be as generous with others as I'm with you. Take that to heart, and I will have considered your debt paid. But you have nothing to give, said the goblins. You have your nimble hands and your crafty brains and your loving hearts, said the pelican. The crafty goblins realized how much they had to give, and for the rest of the day, they looked for ways to help the other creatures of the forest. Okay, Moose, struggling with an itchy, hard to reach spot on his back, and so they climbed up and gave it a good stretching. Okay. Old bear. Okay, Moose bear again. They climbed up. Okay, finally they found. Wait. Finally, they found the princess, crying over a loss she would not speak about, so they wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug and stayed until she felt. Wow, this is actually so sweet and so sad at the same time. Okay, when they were done, they returned to the pious pelican. Did it feel good being as generous as I am? Asked the pelican. It did, said the goblins. I'm glad, said the pelican. We all have problems that we can't solve on our own, but if everyone goes about with generosity in their hearts, then there is always someone on hand to help. But there is always someone on hand to help, but we all must commit to do so, or there might be no one there to help you when you need it. This made sense to the goblins, and they thanked the pious pelican, for her food and the lesson. Of course, by this time, they were hungry again, and that remained an ongoing problem until the day the steward moose taught them to fish, but that is another story. Okay, so it's moose scratch.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. They broke open the beehive for the bear.
Okay.
They hugged the princess when she was crying. Nailed it. Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
Okay, the Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the Oshi Glacier, catering to Gastino Channel tourists as well as Dallas Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs, to personalized apparel and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and craft scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcrafted products, the consumer will enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from Veki store owner Tessa Veki and up-and-coming artist Mary Ann Ronan. This business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of 20K, okay, to purchase inventory and to help cover expenses in the first year of operations. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2, we plan to generate a moderate profit. Working on the executive summary part of our business plan. What do you think, Tessa? Okay, if that would work, everything would be so different. Okay. The old bear's gift for the princess.
The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
Okay. The bear and the princess, maybe? Okay, it seems like this one. Okay, so this is how they met. He helped her out when someone was probably, I don't know, being a total jerk to her. Back down. The princess had no reason to trust the old bear except that he had kind eyes, and so she slowly made her way down the tree. The bear only watched her, and so After the day, the princess would occasionally find gifts from the bear: a fresh-caught salmon, a handful of ripe berries, a newly bloomed bluebell. One spring, when a sudden thaw flooded the path out of the princess' home, the old bear was there, and she rode his back across the river. The old bear began to think that the princess should be his mate. After all, she had no mate, and she needed one, and he could keep her warm and provide her a much more suitable den, and catch fish for her and protect her from wolves. She, in turn, would brush out his fur and pick berries without smooshing half of them, and scratch that one part of his back he couldn't reach. Okay, so probably they met before he actually got married. It seems like that. One day the old bear came with a ring of spruce and asked the princess to be his bride. "I'm sorry," said the princess. "You're a very good friend, and I appreciate all you've done for me. But I cannot marry you. You're a bear, I'm a princess. It would never work." The old bear was crushed. "Can we still be friends?" he asked. "We will always be friends," said the princess, "but I will never marry you." The old bear and the princess carried on their friendship, and after 1 year, he tried again to ask her to be his bride. But once again she refused him. This happened 1 year later and 1 year after that, and then finally the princess said, "Old bear, you are my dear friend, and I appreciate all you have done for me. But I would sooner you have left me to the wolves than marry you, and that is how it will always be. I have my hands full with the 2 goblins who live under my house, and they all I need." That wounded the old bear deeply, but it was finally enough to stop his proposals. They remained friends, and he continued to give her gifts of fresh salmon and ripe berries and newly bloomed bluebells. But the old bear never again asked the princess to be his bride, much as he might have wanted to, and that is how the princess befriended the old bear and how she refused him. Okay, yeah, that makes so much sense. Okay, wait, I think salmon is the first, right? Um,
Fresh caught salmon?
yeah,
Hazelnuts.
nope,
Or not. A handful of ripe berries?
yeah, I think that's the second one.
Some roses, maybe?
Nope,
Maybe not. A newly bloomed bluebell?
yeah, that is the
Nice.
one. I gotta say,
Man, he
this
had
is
it
actually
bad.
cool.
Just couldn't let go.
The way they made it, it's like, wow. I mean, it's not really hard to solve it, but it's actually very interactive and you reveal so much. "Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hayloft, so I figured you were in, but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably came on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You are strong and kind, and you know so much it's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head. But I want you to know I got the message, and I'm gonna get out of your hair now, and there doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it to the shop though. Let me know if you want me to come with you because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal, Sam." Oh man, I feel so bad for him. I mean, he definitely got it bad. Wait, do we have anything else? Okay. The empty goblin's
The
loot.
crafty goblin's loot.
That's from the princess and the 2 thieves.
princess and the two thieves. Okay, that's probably how she gave birth to them. Okay, I will read this one. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. The house was built from the strong wood of the forest, and it kept the princess warm and safe. The princess was not a native of the forest, but she never spoke about where she had come from, for it made her cry. She did not have many friends, but that was how she liked it. The forest was big and deep, and many paths led to her house, but not many visitors passed by. The princess was happy to be left alone in the big house in the deep forest. She knew that the forest would provide for her, but that its generosity had to be respected, so she only took what she needed. As for a long time, life was just fine for the princess in the big wooden house. One winter day, when snow blanketed the earth and ice bent the trees low, the wise princess realized that food was disappearing from her house. It was not much at first, only a few fruits and nuts and eggs vanishing during the night. Maybe it's the birds, she said, or the mice. And for the time, the princess was okay with losing some food, for the winter was long and little creatures needed to eat too. But then small items started to disappear as well: spoons and plates, forks and knives, and blankets. It was as if every time she was in one part of the house, something disappeared in another room. That can't be birds and mice, said the princess. I think I have a thief. So she went outside to look for traces in the snow and noises in the wind, but there was nothing to be found, nor to be heard. That's strange, said the princess. Maybe the thief is hiding inside my house. For many days she hunted, looking behind the curtains and under the bed, in the attic and the chimney, behind the poles and under the carpet, but she found nothing. And as she searched, food kept on disappearing, night after night. I will make a cake, frowned the princess, a big cake, with every egg and fruit and nut I still have, so that I only have one thing to keep my eye on. She spent the whole day making the cake and using everything she had left. The cake she made was so big she could hardly carry it. If I manage to protect the cake, I'll be able to survive the long winter, she said. So she added a lock to the oven, and she kept the big cake safe inside. But the next morning, the lock had been opened, and the cake had disappeared. First the princess cried, because that cake was the last of her food until the snow melted. But then she noticed two trails of tiny feet in the spilled floor, and she followed the tracks to a hidden hatch in the floorboards. This is how the princess realized that two tiny thieves were living under the wooden house right below her feet. Okay, this is actually
I
so
drew
creative.
the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. Then you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit? Some flour for the cake, maybe?
No.
Actually, I'm not sure.
Okay, that's not right.
Did they steal candy?
Nope.
Maybe
Oh.
not.
No, this is...
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit? Wait.
Okay, wait.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
Wait, what's that?
What if they took some spoons?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
And she actually loved them so much. I mean, this is so sad things actually ended up like that. Okay, I guess that's it. I think we actually found everything, right? Too bad I don't have all the figures. Well, the next time I play, I will actually try to find them all.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Yeah, let's go. But before that, I think I'm actually going to finish this part. I think this is gonna be the longest one, over 1 hour. So I hope you enjoy that. The next one's gonna be the last one, so I'll see you there. Take care, guys.